One of the best things about working at camp is getting to just meet a bunch of new people and getting to hang out with little kids and have so much fun, but at the same time also get to pour into them and get poured into by everyone else at camp.
My favorite thing about working at camp is definitely the relationships that I get with campers and just seeing their growth throughout the time that they're there. It's just a super special experience that the campers don't get anywhere else.
You get to help them and coach them be better at their sport, but then also the extra camp stuff. You get paid to hang out with kids, and you get to play games with them and share Jesus with them. To me, there's not much better than that.
You just get to see the Lord provide the energy for you to do the hard things like discipleship and loving on these campers that are difficult, and also just the fun things like running around playing games and going crazy in the pool and all that stuff.
You're serving, so you are showing people Jesus, but at the same time the campers and everyone else are pouring into you as well.
You get thrown into this mix with all of these other people your age, but you don't know any of them. A lot of them work really differently from you, just function differently from you, and yet you all have to work together to make the experience so good for the campers. And so it definitely taught me how to work with maybe people I didn't like, or maybe people I just didn't feel we worked well together or got along, but learning how to kind of put those differences aside and just do our best for the kids.
When you're over 11 to 15-year-olds, it can push your patience a lot, and so I think I just learned to be patient with them. But then also to see that it was just cool for me to see that these young kids, when you talk about Jesus, they get it a lot more than I think we give them credit for. And so that was encouraging. Then I also grew just seeing leaders who know how to study God's Word and what it looks like to be actually living it out. I think just by being around them, I grew because of that.
My entire cabin was singing some worship songs in the mirror as little affirmations before we went to bed. And this one hard of hearing girl was singing the melody along with us. And you could just tell by looking at her that she was getting the message across from the song, even though she couldn't fully understand what we were listening to.
I had a camper this summer, and I had her for 3 weeks in a row actually. And the first week, she every time we did our Bible time, she would ask me wait, so how do you trust in Jesus again? How does that happen? And I would explain it to her every day, and I kept meaning to talk to her one-on-one, but the week got away from me and I forgot. And then I had her the next week, and by Thursday of the next week, she pulled me aside after our Bible time and was Miss Hannah, I have to accept Jesus right now. And it was just the sweetest moment, and she really knew what she was doing. She was able to explain the gospel to me, and we just knelt down in the classroom right there, and she gave her life to the Lord, and it was the coolest experience of my life.
At Kanakuk, we had a thing called Crosstalk, and it was one of the last nights of the week, and I actually had 4 Egyptian campers from Cairo, Egypt, and 2 of them that night came to know Jesus, and so it was just cool to be a part of that. And just so aware that I was there and I was getting to partake in it, but it was all the Lord and I had no part in it, but it was cool.
It is where I found God and where I met a community of people who just brought God into my life and showed me the importance of following Him.
I think everyone should work camp at least one summer, so if you haven't, you should, because you'll grow in ways that I think you don't expect. And so yeah, it's just, you get paid to have fun. And so I think that's my biggest thing, and share Jesus.